Good afternoon, Judy Allen here. Well, I'm having technical difficulties with Facebook. I'm trying to do a live. I'm not sure what's going on. Whichever page, I have three different pages and none of them would go live. So we're recording and we're going to post on YouTube as well as Facebook when Facebook allows it, right? So today we're making the Santa bag and it's really cute and easy to make and let's do it, right? Let's go down the hands and let's get this done because it's all about giving and so forth and all. So it's just a nice little bag. What I like about it is it is 2 inches wide here. It's 4.5 square here, right? So that would make it really, really nice. So yes. But so anyway, so I'm not sure what's going on, like I said, with Facebook, but let's see what we can do here, okay? So, like I said, we're going to use this here. So I've already got some things done for us. What I wanted to show and so forth and all was to show that we're still going to stamp with the stamp set there. And I wanted to show you the difference. This here has been stamped 2 to 3 times with basic white ink. And this is actually was heat embossed. So you see what the difference is and getting this to show up. This is actually on crumb cake, trying to look like a gingerbread, right? So just want to show you the difference. Because the ink here, it's not quite like our regular ink. It takes longer to dry, so that's why if you look at this, you have to really get it in there when you put it in here. It's not like our regular ink. It's more like similar to a paint. So when you do it like this here, and I just see, our regular paint, you can't do that. Our regular ink, you can't. This, it takes a little bit to dry, and that's why you're allowed to heat emboss it and so forth and on. Heat embossing is just, I just took the white powder here, sprinkled it after I stamped it, and used our heating tool to heat it up and get this, to get it to rise. So you can see that it's slightly risen by doing that, right? Okay, so let me go ahead. I've already got the gingerbread people here done. And what we're going to do here is we're just going to color this in. And I actually just use Stampin' Blends. It's just quick and easy to do it this way. So we have options, right? We could either use this, or we could sit there and use a blending pen, and then we could also use our ink pad to put on an acrylic block, right? So if you wanted to, you could have colored with this, right? You could have just stamped it, done a corner of it in ink, and used it with a blending pen to get that off. So, but this is the way I thought it was just a little bit quicker. I was trying to think if there's anything else I want to do. Red right there. And then the bigger tips just easy to come through and swipe the bigger spaces, right? So for me, I don't know about you, right? Still got Christmas cards to do, still making cards. You're seeing live today, so it's not that I've got all my cards done anyway, because we sent out over 100 cards. And I just sort of come across right just there. Try not to rush, right? Because I was like off key here because of the fact that the live didn't let me go live, so now it threw me behind on time, right? So it's like I kept on shutting things off thinking it was on my end today, and today it wasn't. Today it was actually on their end. So I'm just getting as close to the line as I can. This will actually sort of bleed. So one thing when you're using these, keep in mind, is that it'll actually bleed. I don't want to say it's bleed, but it sort of carries over a little bit, right? Because the paper's porous. And so you don't actually have to go exactly to the line, because by the time you get through it, it's porous and it just sort of absorbs it there, right? As you can see, I don't have to go exactly like the line now. So keep that in mind, because it will keep on going because it's paper. Okay, now if I had sat there and heat embossed this black, which I thought that would be too dramatic, it would sit there and stop from going over. So that's just a tip. So if you're doing something, that's what you would do. The other thing you could have done too is pencils, right? Because we do have the watercolor pencils. So watercolor pencils is another option. So you actually have several options here about how we could color this. And I just thought this would be faster, but the rate I'm going, I'm not sure. Because, I like to do things on time. So when things happen that don't happen out of the ordinary and I don't control it, it's only frustrating. It's bad enough when it's stuff I can control, whether I know I can or can't, versus, you know. So I don't know what you. So not only do I still have Christmas cards, right? I have a class this afternoon with the senior center. I go to assisted living place and I sit there and teach a class. Today we did 2 yesterday, one in memory care and one in assisted living. So The day's a little full today, but after that I might be able to finish decorating for Christmas. We already started, and we've been reorganizing in here. So multitasking, right? So it's like reorganizing, decorating for Christmas, as well as getting ready to just see how we can declutter, things like that, right? Gotta make room for the Christmas decorations as well as anything else. So yeah, we're sort of moving, changing up here. See if that makes it easier or not. You know, life is about change, right? You gotta try new things just to see if it works better or not. So that's one of them. It's just changing, moving things up here, see how that makes it easier or not. I don't know, right? So I don't know about you, but I still have Christmas shopping. I ain't started Christmas shopping, really. Then I have my lovely daughter send me something. So Disney's got some different things going on sale right now with Mickey Mouse, who happens to be my favorite. So I saw that right before I went live. I'm thinking, oh my word. Yeah, get Christmas shopping done first. So I don't know how you are doing your Christmas shopping or doing your Christmas card list, right? But today is the 11th. We only have one more day for our 12 days of Christmas. All right, so to punch this out, it's just very easy, right? You just come in here. Let me get that centered. Just look at all the points of your star here, and just see if you're about equally distributed, right? So that looks pretty good there, and I just punch it. And then we're going to go ahead and punch out a couple of these that I've already done. I actually did 3, because I wanted to be sure to show you the difference, right, between just stamping with the white ink and heat embossing. So if you ever want to know, let's see here. So if you ever want to know, let's see, I didn't think about that when I did that one. Okay, I'll have to cut it, trim it off, or whatever. So see, I sat there and that one, when I stamped it, wasn't thinking about how I was going to punch it. It's okay, it'll work out. We're not going to let it go to waste, right? Heat embossed, we're not going to let it go to waste. All right, so here's our pieces right here. And actually, before we're going to get our box done, our envelope done. Got all kinds of stuff over here. Snuffed it off. I'm going to show you all the stuff we could fit in here. All right, so I've got the scored lines here, and these are scored at 2 inches on the 8.5 inch side, and then on the 11 inch side, we've scored it at 4.5 and 6.5. All right, so we're just going to make a bag, right? Similar like we made box. We're going to just come down our score lines here, just right here, and we're going to make our little flap. So whether we make boxes or bags, right, we always end up create a flap, because that's what's going to help secure the bottom. All right, we're going to come at just a little angle here, so it helps it to go flatter and easier there. This one's I'll flip it over and do it on the other side as well too. All right, and we'll come right here. So I feel pretty good today that at least it wasn't me and my technology on this end, right? Because I knew my daughter got all the technology squared away last week, and what was not working, and what parts had to be ordered. So today it's on Facebook, not me. All right, so we got this done. Let's go ahead and fold on our score lines, and we'll get this glued together. Now what's a little bit different with this one, we're actually going to make some handles on this, and the reason why I really like the handles, because this time of the year, I really seem to stuff the bags. Even the little crates I've made, I've really stuffed them. It's like I just need a little bit more space on top. In fact, when I taught the class yesterday, it was funny because the fact is I didn't, right? I had my own bag of stuff I was carrying in, because I was carrying in gifts as well as substitute classes, and even my backpack bag I had to leave it totally open because I had no more space to do anything. So I'm just going to come right here. All you want to do is just make sure you get your corners together, all right? Everything should be like a smooth, straight line. And we'll come over and do this other side. So yeah, it's pretty wild. And I could have stood some extra, and it had handles on there too, right? That's how just stuffed up my bag was. So this time of year when you're bringing gifts to people, we just sent some off to little girl. Zoe and I did Sunday because she had surgery. And the little birdie told us she was just down in the dumps. We don't know her, but we still put a care package together, right? So we sent her some stuff. So we stuffed that too. So it's like when we do our gift giving, right? We just need to stuff packages. So that's what I like about this is I can put candy in here. I can put a box in here too, right? So it would be hard for me to make a gift box to go with the gift bag. Which I do like to do things like that, right? And I like to make the card too, so they all sort of go together and blend together. Maybe once I get through the 12 days of Christmas, I will do like blast from the past and show you some things I've made in the past. Right? Because it's always fun, you know. It's like, even I have to amaze myself sometimes. It's like I forget some of the things I've created, right? We're so busy moving on to the next thing. I even forget myself sometimes what I've created. And hopefully if I gave it to you as a gift, you didn't forget, right? All right, let me just squeeze this here together. All right, so the next thing we're going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and get my handles on here. These are my handles. And you know, that's one thing I didn't think about. I didn't put a back on here, but see how the back of that looks? So on the front side, it's going to be covered. I didn't think about that when I did it originally. It's okay though, right? And then I'm just going to take this here. And I guess I went maybe about an inch down. Now look at which side is which. This was actually die cut with the, let's see which one this one is. So this one actually is die cut with the Marius Trees dies. That's actually in the annual catalog. And I'm just going to put this on here. Like I said, I just did about an inch. And I just centered it. I'll give it a moment. And then we're going to turn around and do the same thing back here. Now what I did to sit there and get this where it looks like it's about even, I can't say it's perfect because I don't honestly know, but I just sort of squished it together like this. Now so these are easy to sit there and do like this here. You see how they fell off? So I just wanted to come up here and I just wanted to make sure they're about the same because we're gonna actually put some ribbon through here, which that's what I like about being able to keep the bag a little bit closed. Okay, there we go. And we just want to make sure that's there, about there, so we can be able to do that. All right? So that's drying. This is a 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. So we're using just the same dimensions as we were making a card, right? So just as I would normally take it down about at least 1/4 of an inch, that's what I've done here. Because the bag outside is 4 1/2 by 4 1/2. And we're just going to put this here. And it just allows a little bit of red. It allows us to cover the tag I put there. And we're just going to sort of evenly space it as best we can, just like we would a card, right? Yeah, if you wanted to, you could have just left that flat and done it first, but I didn't. Okay? So on top of this now, we have this. This was done with the perennial postage dies. And we're just going to put it right across here. At first, I thought I would cut off the edges, but I like the fact that we still can have the edges. So we're going to put the glue here. See, now I can't control technologies and everything else on the web, but you know what? I can at least control what's in my crafting space, right? So there we go. And then we just put that there. And this one was just a matter of a space and amount. Now, I let mine go over just a little bit because I didn't want to crowd Santa, and I wanted to be sure to showcase off these sweet treats, right? So sort of just place them where you want, and I just did it down the middle, right? I didn't go do the whole thing. I just did it down the middle, with a little bit hanging off. I'm gonna add the first one up a little bit. There we go. All right, we're gonna do the same thing here. I just did it in the middle. Okay. All right, and from here, we're gonna put Santa up on some dimensionals. As we can, and I just put it right down the middle because Santa's gonna be right down the middle, and I just put 3 because right we're dealing with a 3D project, and it's for me. So if I'm gonna be giving this to somebody, you know, I'm gonna have to tote it with my purse, bag, whatever I have, as well as this. So I just want to make sure don't knock it off before I give it to the person I'm giving it to, right? All right, we're going to stamp this. Let me put that out of the way. I did color stamp his face, just making sure. All right, so from here, I'm just going to put some embellishments on here. On the little gingerbread looking stars, right? Almost felt like I should have had some gumdrops. But this is what happened. And so these are out. They are out right now. But they're supposed to be coming in any day now again. Just so if you want some, get them, because every time these get back in stock, they're sold out again. Right? Because you can use them for not only Christmas, but you can use them for other times too. They're just cute, right? And you can do many things with them, including a gingerbread house if you wanted to. Alright? Because as soon as we have enough little between the birdhouse and the cute little humble home house we got there, we can sit there and do that. Alright, so all we got left is we're going to stamp this and put our ribbon through here, and we have got our gift bag ready to go and to give away. Actually, to stuff, because I have a gift bag to give away today. And then I have 2 more to give away for sure next week. I'm sure there'll be more, but those are the ones I know right off the bat that I need to get done. And I know I'm already going to stuff them, right? Because I have stuff like this right here. That'll go in there. I have candy canes that go in there. And I also have gifts. So it's a mixture of candy, gifts, and more gifts. Alright, so I'm just going to do this right here. Now we'll let you know. You can sit there and take your bone folder here. Like this. Now we're not going to curve it on there. I just want to get the paper to relax a little. Same thing here. Because when I go to pull the tops together, so I'm just relaxing the paper. So that's all you got to do. You see it wants to curve, and I can straighten that out too. But I'll just make it easy when I go to put stuff in there, and I put my bow in there as well too. So let's get this some glue on this, and we'll get this down. And then we're just going to add our little peppermints and put our bow on, and we are done. So it's just quick and easy, right? So what I did with this, when I cut out one, I just went out and cut out a couple more, right? Because I already know people I'm going to be giving gifts to. So I just went ahead and made the extras while I was at it, right? Okay, now I just used the bigger dimensionals, not the bigger dimensionals, the bigger peppermints on the ends here. And I just added another little one because I could. I know we're supposed to do odd numbers, but you know, when you're going down the belly of a cookie there. Alright, so this is what we've got, and then all we've got left to do is add our ribbon. And I wish I could tell you how much ribbon I use. I'm just going to go with 10 inches. Okay, so we can go with 10 inches. Cut it at an angle because it's going to fray. This ribbon is definitely designed. It's got frayed ends. You see it wants to fray already. Strip it and trim it at a diagonal. And I'll solve that. And then I'll go here. Okay. Alright, so all I do is I just make sure to line my ribbon up together best I can. And see how it nicely just curves real easy? Now that is there. I just didn't like glue the very, very bottom right and get edge to edge, but it's okay. It's going to stay. That's the main thing. But I just wanted you to see how much room you got in there, right? So if you didn't want to tie a bow, you didn't have to, right? You could just tie it like that and trim off the edges. But I wanted a bow. Right, that varies from day to day. Some days I want a bow. Some days I can't make a bow live, and I think, never mind, I won't do it. Maybe next time, right? Okay, so just make sure it's tight. You know, nice thing with bows is you can tweak them any way you want to. Right, so there we go. There's our bow. Now it's ready to be stuffed with goodies and given to someone, right? So I hope you enjoyed that, right? Because that's right, it's all about creating, sharing, and giving. So we're going to stuff it and give it to someone, all right? So go out there, create, share, and give. It's holiday season, so it's a great time. No excuses to make it happen, right? So I want to thank you in advance for supporting us here, not only on YouTube, but on Facebook and Instagram. And we're on Pinterest occasionally, but we mostly try to focus here on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, right? So with that, be blessed. Have an amazing week. And if you hadn't started on those Christmas cards, you might want to get going. All right? See you next week with Keep It Simple or Step It Up. Bye.